to thank. Who else we got to thank here? Hang tight. Oh, of course, the Staunton River State Park. How many guys stayed at Staunton River State Park, the campground of the cabins? Yeah, woo! That place was awesome. Right there, on the point between the Staunton River. Hey, I'm going to say Staunton. There's a U in there, locals. There's a U. Do you not see the U? Okay. I know they all pronounce it Stanton. There's clearly a U in the name of the river. But it's also called the Roanoke River, so that's another weird thing that's going on here. It's Roanoke, it's Staunton, Stanton. I don't know. All I know is there's good fish in it, and you guys proved that. The other side of the Staunton River State Park, we have, of course, the Dan River running right through South Boston, and there's great fishing in the Dan as well. So we'll find out, a little bit more about all these fisheries here later today. So thanks to the Staunton River State Park for having us. Here's a little video. You can see a little about the state park and some of the water in balance here that you guys fished. What an adventure. All right, guys, probably a good reminder to you guys to say, please continue to send your footage. That is just a teeny little sampling of what we were able to get and put together real quick before this presentation. And you guys got some incredible stuff that you still haven't sent to us, so we need that footage. Go to kayakadventureseries.com, click on For Anglers, and then just simply click on Upload Photo or Video. If you got photos, we want those too, and that will go in the recap article that Hank, where's Hank over here? Raise your hand, Hank. Here he is. He'll be contacting the winners and getting quotes from you guys and writing that recap article for us. And those photos that you guys can send us as you cover yourselves as the media and the anglers, we'll put them in that article and in our gallery. So photos and videos go right there. Thank you guys. And speaking of Hank and the locals here in the area, we had a lot of clubs, more than this one. So this is just a sampling, but these right here, we want to thank you guys for sure. The Carolina Kayak Anglers, Northern Virginia Kayak Bass Anglers, and Foothills Kayak Anglers. Shout out to any other ones. Any other ones we're missing that, I don't know, you guys all, there were several clubs. Oh, the Smalley Chaser River Bassin. Yeah, where are those guys at? They here? Yeah, there we go up there. The Smalley Chaser River Bassin crew. J.L. Scott and his whole crew. Appreciate you guys for coming and being a part of this. Keeping this weekend open. All right, let's see who's next. Of course, we got to thank GoPro. I mean, they are the headline sponsor after all, and they help us capture a lot of this cool stuff that you guys all got out there in the waters this week. So thank you to GoPro. And of course, it can't be powered by anything else but Naqua. So Bill from Naqua right here, you can shout out. Yeah, he's done so much this week. I mean, from drone footage to supplying you guys with the power to hurting his entire rib cage and almost, tearing something. Who knows? It's probably going to be black and blue tomorrow. But we're going to have the power bonus later that Bill's going to be handing out to somebody. Won a Naqua power bonus worth $1,000, $500 in product, $500 in cash. Thank you to Naqua, one of our premier sponsors this year. Next up, want to thank the Realtree Fishing. Realtree Fishing provides us with the real-time leaderboard. So thank you to Realtree Fishing for the real-time leaderboard. Trust me, that's not the results from today. That's some other tournament. That's a sample. I know you guys are squinting, trying to find out. Is that the standings? No, that's another one. Ryan Parker's somewhere. He's probably like, yeah, keep that one up there. Yeah. But Realtree Fishing and Tourney X. Got to thank Tourney X when we're on this slide because they power the whole tournament. Tourney X worked great, right? I mean, you guys love Tourney X. It's simple. It's easy to use. We appreciate Dwayne and all the folks over there at Tourney X. All right, let's see what's going on next as we run through this. Oh, here's some cool stats, guys. We had, I want to say, 343 fish caught, 271, and that was in the individual division, 271 in the team, and 12 states were represented with 102 registrations across all 3 of our divisions, the microbag, the team, and the individual. So pretty impressive numbers, and you got to think about it. You're not submitting fish once you've already got 5, and you catch your smallest fish is 15 inches, you catch a 14. You're not submitting those. So we definitely caught a lot more fish than that. That's just the ones that were submitted. So that's pretty cool. So let's see what's next. Feel free. You guys were the presenting kayak manufacturer sponsor for this event. We cannot thank you guys enough for all you did for those incredible kayaks. The autism kayaks are incredible. Worth a round of applause. Which reminds me, at the end of this, the very last thing we're going to do is give away that incredible autism colored kayak. That's all going to, the proceeds will be going to the autism angler. So appreciate that organization as well, as you can see. So modern buggy trailers, that modern buggy is going to be given away at the end of the year to our angler of the year. It's a $10,000, nearly $10,000 trailer, but the whole package for the AOY is $10,000 worth of stuff. So that's pretty impressive, and we can't thank them enough for that cool 4-bot trailer. Actually, it's a 5-bot. They made it 5 foot instead of 4 for us. They new kayak anglers need a little extra space. We have a little extra gear, right? So Toyota, we can't thank them enough. The Toyota of Danville brought that amazing Tundra over here. Did you guys get a chance to check that out? You saw it on the curb with the doors open. So yeah, that's be nice to have. So maybe one day. My Tacoma has 237,000 miles, so it might be a while before I get a new one, because that's just getting broken in for Toyota. So, but if you need a new one, go check out Danville Toyota. They did an amazing job, so thank you to them. And then let's see who's next. We're about to get to the cool stuff here. Tackle for Trash, one of the coolest prize categories we've got, where you win gift cards to Omnia for picking up trash out of the river or lake. So let's see who the winner is for this. We got a video. Love videos. So not only is he picking up the trash, he's filming himself picking up the trash. It's almost worthy, Hank, of 2 gift cards to Omnia. So clearly, Hank's our winner. Okay, so round of applause for Hank. Good job, dude. You don't have to come up now. I mean, you're good. You can sit there, but you are a winner. We all know Hank, and appreciate you doing that, man. That's setting a good example, and that's what we're here to do, is make sure we leave the area better than we found it. And this, of course, is our gift back from the sponsors. When you guys checked in at opening ceremonies, if you were the first 50 anglers registered in the individual division, you got a gift bag with a lot of cool new products. Like from Rebel, the Pradco brand sponsor the Kayak Adventure Series now. This is the first event they've been a part of, so appreciate Rebel and Yum and Scottsboro swim bait, the Yum Scottsboro swim bait down there. Some of you guys got those. Dude Wipes, shout out to Dude Wipes. We all, could use those sometimes. So those individual packs come in handy. Dark Horse Tackle with their gift cards, Ty Boss with their $10 off gift card, Sunline, of course, and Cables, and Finman, the awesome Finman hook keeper and clipper, the line cutter and hook keeper. So appreciate all those products. And of course the Naqua quad cable, probably one of my favorite products in that gift bag, because you can charge anything with that quad cable. So thank you guys for contributing to our welcome bag. The Bass U Brunch was awesome. How many people came to that Bass U Brunch? Yeah, presented by the Bass University and fed by Hardee's. And it was amazing. We got every biscuit from Hardee's. So thanks to Emily for getting those. And that was incredible. So I think we might have a clip here from the Bass U Brunch. So there we go. Hopefully you guys learned something at those seminars. And Tyler, shout out to Tyler Bean and Jake Hepner as well for doing the seminar after I did mine on tournament strategy. Hopefully you guys learned something from theirs on GoPro filming and editing and tips and tricks. So thank you guys for that. Let's get to the micro bag division. That's the smallest 5 bass, which is harder than you would think, right? You know, you're always catching dinks. You think it's easy. It's actually much harder than you think. Proof of that is actually at this event. No one got 5. No one got 4. No one got 3. No one got 2. But a few people did get 1. So let's see who had the smallest of the 1. Ron Singletary, 7.5 inches, scored perfectly. So Ron, you can come up here. So if you guys want to walk down this side, and then you could go up that side, I guess. Way to go, Ron. So while he's coming down there, I'll tell you, Ron, for this micro bag win here, this micro belt you're going to get, and you're going to get the, let's see, the micro bag trophy. This is awesome. Finman, come on up here. I'll give you this trophy. You're the micro bag winner. Here's your micro belt. Yeah. All right. So what'd you catch it on? That was a very productive fish, or I should say lucrative fish, because it won you $250. So you'll have to get your check from us later for $250. That's a winner take all. No tourney X fees out of it. It's just straight, you know, winner take all. So what'd you catch it on?
I caught it on the X Zone stick bait. That's what I caught all my fish on for the past day and a half.
Were you trying to micro bag, or that just happened to happen?
It just happened.
It just happened. Even better, man. It's like winning the lottery. It just happened. I guess you had to buy the ticket. So, and your ticket was entering this event, of course. So, congratulations, man. You're welcome. It pays the micro bag. It's a nice little insurance policy. You can zig. Because think about it. You guys could have. How many of you guys, you know, could have just easily gone and tried to fish for small ones today? Won $250. He wasn't even trying. So if you tried, just imagine you would have got 2. I'm sure. Go up some little creek. All right, what's the next? The Finman High School Division. Oh, man, this is exciting. So look at those awesome, cool new Finman trophies. Real big shout out to them. If you got a local club and you were looking for a trophy, I think Finman is starting to make these for you guys as well. So you can contact Finman and get more information about it. But let's see who's first here. We got a few anglers in that division. Wally Baker, 49 inches. So second place, Wally Baker. Come on down, Wally. Where is he? 49 inches. Nice job, including this big. Look at this fish, guys. How many out there you guys, you know, in the adults, let's say, would really love to have had this 18 3/4 inch fish? Yeah, look at all that. Them, Wally. They are very jealous of you that you caught that giant fish. Yeah. Was I flying the drone when you just released this fish? Because I saw you cheering when I flew the drone at one point. So I don't know if it was this one or not. Let's see. Look at you back here on the screen. See you cheering right there? I don't know if Jake can rewind that, but he might rewind it one more time. And look at you just cheer after you were hanging out there with your dad. I got a cool shot. Right when I came up, I saw 2 kayaks next to each other. I pull up, and all of a sudden I see Wally go, just cheering, and it melted my heart. I loved it. So anyway, but hey, tell us a little bit about that fish and your day. You caught some really nice ones both days. You caught like a 17-something the first day. So tell us what you caught them on, or about your experience here.
Was this the first day?
You can talk about both days.
All right. So the first day, I was getting mad because I couldn't catch a fish. So I use spinner baits when I'm mad because they're super heavy.
Me too. Okay.
To reel in. So I just casted in deep water, and then it started to get heavier, and then I just reeled in, and then I got it.
Nice. Spinner bait's a great bait. So I talked to your dad. We got a little interview with you guys and talked, and I know it got a little windy, and that spinner bait works really good in the wind. So he said you were getting frustrated, and you were like, "Dad, can I please throw the spinner bait?" And he was like, "Yes, go ahead, throw the spinner bait." And you just started just winging it everywhere. So that's pretty exciting. Well, high five, and let me give you a second place trophy here. Very cool, man. You made a lot of these guys jealous with those big fish. Good job. Congrats. You know, I'm very thankful for Bill for a lot of ways, because he also has a drone, and I was flying a drone. I cannot tell you what happened, but there's a few of you guys I got some incredible shots of we'll never see them, because I pulled my drone out when I got back to the cabin. I'm like, oh, let me get the SD card out and grab these cool video clips. We have no idea where it is. I don't know if it just popped out somewhere randomly, but I had Steve and Wally coming in last night on the sunset, father and son just coming in, and thank God for Bill. He had his drone up, got a lot of the same stuff. So I was just my heart was melting when I was seeing them two going in together and flying around and getting all those shots, because that's really what it's about. So that's really cool that Steve is able to enjoy that with Wally. So that's pretty cool, guys, as they take off right there to go catch some more big bass. All right, first place, Oliver Lee. Where's Oliver? You make it back here? I don't know if you made it or not. They may have taken off to, they're on their way here still? Okay, so they're coming. So when he comes in, we'll bring him up, because we have to hear about this fish. Okay, Ollie, Elvis, if you guys are watching live as you're driving here right now, we need you here fast, because we hear about this fish. So that's a giant, tied for big bass. So we'll find out more about that later, potentially. Here's some on the water action. Give them a little time to get here. Mr. John Toast right there with a good one. I get just as excited. I get so excited when I fly the drone and someone actually has a fish or catches a fish. I can't believe it. I'm like, I don't know what's more exciting, actually fishing and catching them or seeing you guys catch it. I'm so pumped when I'm getting these drone shots of you guys. And there's some cool photos. Thank you guys for sending those in. Whoever sent some of these, we need more. Some great fish there. All right, let's get into that team division presented by Torqeedo Motors. I love my Torqeedo. Works flawlessly, and I beat it up in the river all the time and still holds up. So trust me, I have found ways to break them, but no one fishes harder than I do, trust me. So they're a pretty awesome motor. So thank you guys at Torqeedo for making a really sturdy motor. So let's see who is first in this team division. Third place, we're just going to go ahead and announce it. Third place, CKA Director's Cut team, Brian Fauble and Eric Nelson. You guys here? Come on up. You guys can head down here to the stage, going this way, because I believe you got some trophies here. Yes, Finman, again, thank you, Finman. They're making our third place team trophies. So Eric and Brian here, you guys had 168.5 inches, managed in third place. Now we pay out the top 6 anglers in the team division, so that's 3 teams. So correct me if I'm wrong, Jake, but was that 500? I think so. Something like that. $500 you guys will split. So anyway, but tell us a little bit. I mean, you guys got some great fish on the board here at 20 and it looks like an 18.5. So tell us a little bit about your team this week. How did you guys strategize? Did you work together? Did you fish together? Did you fish separately? Did you not want to be even near each other? Because you're probably also competing in the individual division. Everyone has a different strategy. So what did you guys do?
We fished the same lake, but we went to our own areas. So I was going to go fish the same area he was at, but I ended up just going somewhere different. So it worked out pretty good. He had a good first day, and I was able to get that 20 on the second day. So,
nice.
yeah.
What'd you catch that on?
That was on a 5-inch megabass swim bait.
Nice. Now, after day one, did you guys communicate? What's the game plan? Let's help each other. That's the point of the team division, right? It's, you might help somebody out that's in the individual division that could jump you, but it's only one person that could possibly jump. And if they do, it's helping the team. So was that your strategy? What about it after day one? What'd you guys do?
We talked about it constantly. Even practicing, we were sharing information and telling each other what
Nice.
we were catching them all.
Spoken like a true teammate right there. So great job, guys. Anything else you guys want to say before we let you off the stage? Or
No, we're good.
they're good. All right, congrats, guys.
Thanks, man.
All right, thank you. CKA Director's Cut, third place. Second place, let's see who's next here. Jersey Strong, Alex Sterling and Hank Vegian. Come on up. They got 176 3/4 inches. That's a big jump from our third place team. So these guys are on some fish, clearly. Including that one right there. Look at that. It's like a 21. All right, guys. I got a trophy here for you. Hang tight. First team, second. Okay.
Come on, man.
Second place team. Second place team. All right. All right. I'll get my mic off here so I can hold it for you guys too. All right.
There you go.
So, are you talking about the house mic or this mic? Small mic. All right. So you guys at home hopefully can hear the interviews a little bit better. Now I'm going to hold this up for you guys as well, both mics. So you guys crushed it here. Jersey strong. I mean, are you guys from Jersey originally? How's that name? Both you guys?
Yeah, we're both transplants from New Jersey to North Carolina. I mean, coincidence is crazy. I graduated from Bloomfield College. Hank graduated from Montclair University. Montclair just bought Bloomfield, so we're both alumnus for the same same school now. So it's
Meant to
really
be.
dope. Yeah, it was definitely really dope.
Meant to be. Well, Hank, I got to talk to you, man. I flew a drone last minute. I said, I'm going to go get Hank real quick because I knew where you were. We talked, and then you said, just give me a minute. Like, stay in there a little bit longer. I'm going to go to this pocket where I've been catching fish. Give me a chance. It's tough to catch someone catching a fish on drone. You're only flying for so long, and it's hard to first find somebody. But I found you. You went right there. Tell us what happened. I've got it. I'm going to show it, but tell us the story.
No. So it was a little cut off the side of the Hyco River here off the Dan, and I'd been fishing it in practice. I found fish there. I went back yesterday. I caught fish. I missed fish. And I was fishing with Alex this morning, and I said, I got to go get that spot one more time. I went there. I didn't catch anything. Then Drew came back. I went back in, and I'm just going to tell myself it was a huge carp, but I threw the popper. I caught all my fish on a popper today. I threw it next to this bush. There was a swirl. I twitched it, and the fish chased it down, grabbed it. I set the hook. The rod just buckled right over. You saw it. And yeah, I don't know what it was. I don't want to know what it was. I'm going to close my eyes when you play the video because that was the fish I needed to really, seal the deal. I felt at that point that I had let Alex down as a teammate. I'm very glad it worked out this way. Yep.
Well, you guys finished high, second place. It's nothing, to definitely just be upset about. Second place is against all these good anglers in this event, so that's pretty impressive. It's a 21 team, so congratulations. We'll probably talk to Alex more later, so congratulations, guys.
Thanks,
Yeah.
brother. Thank you, man.
Yeah, thank you. Well, first place, we'll see, Hank, if that fish mattered. If that was a 20, I don't know what your smallest was. Maybe it would have, 4 or 5 inch coal. Let's see if it would have mattered. With your length compared to first place, I don't think it would have. So don't feel bad, Hank. It would not have mattered. 187.5 inches. Nate Hall and Adam Coleman, team bait and switch. Bait and switch. So maybe that makes you feel a little bit better. Probably not. It wasn't a carp. Good job, Nate. Good job, Adam. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Take these trophies. Hold them high, hold them proud. So you guys, tell you what, y'all were just day one. You're not really on yet. And then all of a sudden something happened. Something clicked on day 2 with both you guys. And I just want to hear your story and tell us a little bit about how you guys all of a sudden figured them out.
For me, it was on Friday. We had 4 hours. I decided to go try the rivers, just see what would happen. And it did not happen well at all. I caught one 14-inch spot. And I said, well, I'm going to the lake tomorrow. And in the morning, I was able to figure it out.
Nice, very nice. I got some cool shots of Nate with the drone. Now, I want to say this about Nate. I'm impressed. He's just paddling out there. Just no motor, nothing, just paddling. So in the Kayak Adventure Series with this format, several people were doing that. I think Troy was doing that as well, other people. It's, with these floating rivers, you can put in kind of wherever is public access. You can still get away with just paddling. And that's pretty cool because I like that simplicity. And you did a great job out there holding yourself in the wind and making the strokes and making the cast. It was super impressive. Tell us about Adam teaming with this guy, man. How was it?
Yesterday was tough. I lost fish, broke fish off. It was not a good day. So I didn't have a limit. Went back to the same area and got on them today. So expanded on a little bit, threw a buzzbait in the morning. I thought maybe a shad spawn might be happening, and they were shallow. So put some fish in the boat early and then went out and found them out deep afterwards. So.
Pretty cool, man. Adam is our rating champion currently of Kayak Adventure Series because you won our last event out there in Texas. So you're on a roll, man, and you guys are splitting $1,500, and I believe second place you guys are splitting $1,000. So pretty impressive payday for this number of teams. So congrats, guys, and we will probably talk to you guys later as well.
Thanks, Drew.
Yeah, man. Well done, guys. Well done. Moving on to the Big Bass Bling. Someone shout out when Elvis and Ollie get here. Big Bass Bling, Jake Suvak here with a 22 incher. So what do you want me to do, Jake? Tell a story, talk about it? The tiebreaker stuff? Yeah, what do you want me to do? Talk about it? I don't think he's here, so we can just tell the story. Well, not Jake, but I'm talking about the, Elvis and Ollie. I don't think they're here yet. I will, yeah, so I'll announce that here so you guys at home can hear me. So basically what happened is Jake wins the big bass because he catches a 22, but as you saw, Young in the high school division, Ollie Lee also caught a 22. But the tiebreaker in Kayak Adventure Series is whoever films it. I actually don't even know if Ollie filmed it or not, but we know Jake filmed his, and then their next biggest bass is the next tiebreaker. And your next biggest bass was bigger than Ollie's. So Jake, you are going to come on up here and get the big bass bling. 22 inches. We got to hear about this fish because that is a giant. And later, you know, after party, you got to keep this on.
Oh, I like this.
Yeah. So tell us about this huge bass you caught, this 22 incher. It was day one, correct?
Yep.
And, well, you know, just I'll let you take the stage.
So it was pretty funny. So the drone was following me across the lake.
That's right.
And the way I was fishing, I was getting hung up. I was throwing into like ankle deep water up into some stumps and sticks and all this stuff. So I would get hung up like every other cast.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took 2 casts at this spot, and then the drone flew off because I got hung up back-to-back casts. And as soon as it flew away, the next cast it up.
I know.
And I was kind of like trying to yo-yo a chatterbait through the stumps and the twigs. Mm-hmm. And I felt it hit, reeled down, yanked on it. I tried to guide it through 4 different stumps that were in the way of it. So got it out to open water and ended up setting the hook or getting it in the net and landed it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So, and you were filming it, sounds like. So maybe you have that?
The GoPro was dead.
Oh, the GoPro died.
The GoPro died.
Oh, geez. So I don't know what to do about that. The GoPro's died. Yeah, I need an aqua, right? Need an aqua. We'll figure all that out later. But either way, you guys both caught incredible big bass. So maybe you guys can split the big bass bling or something. We'll figure it out. But anyway, awesome catch either way. And you were filming during the day, so that's definitely worth counting. But it's a bummer the drone technically could have filmed it, but we missed you by like 1 cast. So anyway, congrats on the big fish, man. That's awesome. All right. Next award. Oh, the top 10. So in the top 10, we pay out the top 15%. So in the individual division, that's going to be 8 people in that division. And then we're going to at least acknowledge the other 10th and 9th. Let's start with those guys and see who they are. Jonathan Graham, 10th place. Let's see how many inches. What a smallmouth, 19 incher, 86 and a quarter. So come on up here, and I'm just going to hand you this. Jonathan, if you're here. I don't know if Jonathan's here or not. I don't think so. He's gone. But he's got a medallion for when he wants it. Anyone know Jonathan that could give him that medallion? All right, perfect. We'll get it to you afterwards. 9th place, Rick Garavaglia. Where's Rick? Nice. Come on up, Rick. I feel like I, went through that name pretty good for never saying it. No. Probably not, though. Yeah, he's saying no. Garavaglia. I was just kind of winging it. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Anything you want to say or anybody you want to thank while you're up here? But what an awesome week. I mean, 9th place. Look at that giant, no, almost a 20, 19 and a half. So anything you want to say about the week here?
No, this is my first Kayak Adventure Series event, so it's a lot of fun. Neat to fish Friday night and Saturday.
Yeah.
But definitely Feel Free and Autism Anglers, 2 important organizations to me, and Feel Free's helped me out. Yeah, help me out. Don Morris with Autism Anglers. I'm sure he's extremely thankful. He's moved from Florida to North Carolina, back to Florida, changed jobs and stuff, but he's keeping Autism Anglers going. And for him, I say thank you guys for doing the raffles and taking care of those kind of things, because that does make a difference. They send out tackle boxes to kids and making sure that they get to do something that really helps out with their life and everything going on with them with autism. So thank you guys for taking part of that.
Yeah. Big round of applause for that. That's incredible. Well said. Well said. I stumbled my way through all these presentations, but that was perfect. Individual top 8. Here we go. Random order. So this is just totally random, and whoever comes up here, you're going to slide over to the hot seat after we talk for a second, and that is our kayak cushion hot seat, the most comfortable hot seat you can sit in, but you'll be nervous there because somebody else is going to come up and possibly kick you out. So let's see, individual top 8 in random order. Who's first? Garrett Chavis. Garrett, come on up, man. Look at that. Nice 18.5-inch fish. Very nice. Ollie's here. Yeah, we're going to have to bring Ollie up here a second. All right, so Garrett, you got this incredible 18.5-inch fish. Looks like your biggest one. And, man, how'd it go out there? Obviously went pretty good, but, you're up here in the top 8.
Yeah, it went pretty good. Yesterday had some electronic issues, so fish shallow all day. Caught 80 and a quarter or something like that. Nice. And then today I got everything worked out, scoped all day. Caught, I think it was like 89 and a half. So
nice.
Caught a little bit, made some mistakes. Had a 20 that used the wrong ID on. So that hurt me. But overall, it was pretty decent fishing.
Yeah, there was a few people who used the wrong ID or something. And was you one of the ones that called? Or
yeah, I ended up using yesterday's code for today.
Yeah, you used yesterday's code for today. You called. It was a 20?
Yeah, it was 20.
Yeah, 20 inches. So that was kind of hard to hear and painful. But you guys all, of course, know why we have to do that. I mean, you guys would never want to get cheated out of anything with someone who decided to use yesterday's ID, kept fishing after 7 p.m. and tried to slide a fish in. So we all get it. Tim Isaacs did it as well. He's one of the most veteran anglers and seasoned anglers we have. And as soon as we called him in the morning, he answered the phone. He goes, I know what I did. And he just said, nah, gummit. And then he just, that made me feel good when anglers, you guys understand, like, sorry, I'm proud of you. We know you caught it, and awesome fish, man. Either way, you're up here on stage, so you can take the hot seat. Let's first see what you had. 89 and a half, just like you told us earlier. I guess he told us that already, but yeah. All right. I guess let's see who's next, and maybe he'll take the hot seat. Will Lambert, nice. What is that on there? 18 or 19 and a quarter. So Will Lambert, is Will here? Here he is. Come on up, Will. Again, you guys are all taking home some checks, some cash. We'll need your picture afterwards, so stick around afterwards. So, Will, what's up, man? I mean, dude, you're up here. You got a nice, huge largemouth here. Were you targeting largemouth and lakes, or was it rivers and smallmouth? Or it looks like largemouth, but.
So I was targeting largemouth. Started Friday at Heiko. Didn't pan out. Caught a bunch of fry garters, but nothing with size, so decided to go to Mayo today. Caught more fry garters and some smaller fish. In the last 3 hours, I went up to the bridge and started just free lining a freeloader, just letting it fall on a core tackle hook. Ended up getting a bunch of big bites, caught all 5 of them, and I think the last 3 hours. So I was thankful for them.
Nice. Well, let's see. Let's see what happens. If you can take this hot seat or not. 90 and a half inches, so it looks like you will. So it was a short stint. Go ahead on back right now. Later, we're going to find out where you placed, how much money you get, and if you get which one of these trophies you may get or a medallion. So you guys hang tight, and we'll post all that at the very end. Let's see who's next. And Jake, you interrupt me anytime we want to bring or Ollie up here to talk about his fish. We can do it. So whenever you want to do it. Let's do it now. All right. You guys want to hear about that big 22-inch fish? Come on. You want to go? Or Ellis, you want to go? You want to go together? Come together. Come together. Of course. Father and son, I mean, always welcome. Yeah. I know it's a lot of bright lights. It's tough to get used to, but you know what? I'll make you laugh, have fun, just relax here. And of course, yeah, I gave you the trophy. That'll make you feel better and relaxed right off the bat. All right, buddy, here you go. There's your trophy. Congrats. You are first place in our high school division. So are you not even in high school yet, right? So how old are you?
12.
12 years old, conquering the division. So you guys both, hey, that magnet's here perfectly. Wow, I can just leave it like that. Whole time I'm like holding 2 mics, and now I don't have to. It's not going to go lower because there's no metal. Ollie is the man. So you win the division. You and Wally, you guys caught some really nice fish. So tell us about the story about this fish, because all these guys here are really jealous that you caught this giant fish because they're trying so hard and they've done this a long time. And then here you come along and catch this big one.
There was like a creek opening and there's like a bunch of sand. I think there was a bed there and it was like big fish. I caught it with a bladed jig.
Bladed jig. It sounds like a Wally technique. You and Wally both just doing stuff you can throw out there. He caught his on a spinnerbait and winding really fast. Now, were you nearby, Elvis?
I had him go ahead of me, so that way I wasn't catching any of his fish because I want him a shot at getting limits. So I told him just go ahead, and all I heard was just some yelling, and I was looking, I was like, okay, who's this? And then he came, and then he's like, I caught a big fish. I was like, what do you mean? He showed me. I was like, oh my God, this thing is huge. So, I did record it when he brought the fish over. So
that's cool. We'll need that.
Yeah. I'll send it to you.
That's amazing. Now, tell everyone where you guys came from for this event.
We're from Minnesota. It's an 18-hour drive. We left 11:50 on Wednesday night, and then we didn't get to our Airbnb until 9 o'clock on Thursday night. So, and we didn't even get to pre-fish. So,
drove straight through, didn't get to pre-fish, and thankfully for you, they didn't get to pre-fish because this got to be taking the hot seat possibly. Man, what an incredible event! Congratulations. We're going to get you a prize later, but right now you can go back to your seat. Thanks again. Good job, guys. All right. Where were we? You guys were trying to get Will out of the hot seat, I believe. So, next random, two-way tie. Oddly enough, teammates. Who could that be? I think we know who that is. First one is going to be Nate Hall. Come on up again, Nate. We got a 21 and a half, a huge fish there. We talked to you already, but on the individual side, I mean, anything else you want to add to the event?
Yeah, so I know that I went out to the lake today. I knew a lot of guys were catching them out offshore. The lake has a ton of trees in it, out in 20 to 40 foot of water. I decided to do the opposite, and I went super shallow. I caught all my fish out of less than 3 or 4 foot of water. And as Drew mentioned earlier, I paddled all day. My best spot that I ended up finding in the morning, I got blown out of, which kind of sucked. And then I just spent the rest of the day just putzing around trying to find 1 or 2 more bites to finish off my limit. Nice.
We got some cool clips. We'll share those eventually. I don't know if we have them now or not, but we're going to share those online. I love watching you paddle out there. And you know what? You're one of our, New Canoe has a bonus, and you're out there in a New Canoe, right? Yep. So which one were you in?
I fished out of the Pursuit.
Pursuits. Yeah, it looked like a great paddling boat. So that's awesome, man. Well, let's find out. You ready to find out if you're going to be able to sit in that comfy kayak cushion hot seat? 93.75. It looks like you will take it over. So good job, bud. All right. So the day 2 dark horse was you, Nate, because on day 1, what did you have? Do you remember? 14 and a quarter inches. So thankfully the Kayak Adventure Series format is 5 fish over the course of your day and a half of fishing. So it gives you a chance to sort of, correct an error or a mistake or a place like Adam said earlier, even he missed a bunch of fish on day 1. He didn't execute. And then he went back on day 2 and executed. You didn't really seem to find him on the river in day 1. And it gave you a chance to go back and try to climb that leaderboard, which you did. You guys had 9 hours to do it. So you're going to win the day 2 dark horse tackle box here. I'll just go ahead and hand it to you. And that is the angler who moves up the most places from day 1 to day 2. So he had 14 inches, and now he's obviously way up there. Dark Horse Tackle, awesome brand, awesome company. If you don't sign up for their subscription boxes from small American businesses, it's a pretty cool concept they have going on. So shout out to the guys at Dark Horse Tackle. Let's see. Adam Coleman, of course, is the other. Tiebreaker is going to go to, we'll find out when Adam gets up here. We'll see who ends up on the hot seat. So Adam, back up here again.
Yep.
This is I want to hear the story about this fish because it's a 21 and 3/4 inch fish, which could mean something.
So I went out deep after catching my fish shallow on a buzzbait and was catching some fry garters like the other guys had talked about. And then this was just a random blimp. Threw out to it, and she came up and ate it and went for a wild ride for a little bit.
So when you say blimp, I'm going to ask you, so were you using LiveScope to find it? So there you go. Usually when people use the word blimp, sometimes that just saying, like, I just saw it. I saw this blimp on the, unit. So what's cool about Kayak Adventure Series is you definitely have the people who are out there, wading in the river, just fishing with 2 rods and no electronics and keeping it lightweight and simple. But what's cool about the Kayak Adventure Series, it's almost like the UFC, right? It's all kinds of different fighting coming together, whether it's jiu-jitsu or taekwondo or boxer or wrestler. You're on the opposite end of one spectrum whenever you're using live scope, but clearly you can throw a buzzbait shallow too. But anyway, you can do either in any of it or all of it at Kayak Adventure Series. Lakes, rivers, creeks, simple, sophisticated. It's pretty cool that you have the live scope and we're able to catch that fish. But I love this format because really anyone can win. So let's find out now who's going to win the hot seat. Are you going to take it over? I think you will, because that fish was bigger than Nate's biggest fish, barely, and that's going to give you the hot seat. So swap again. It's funny, sometimes the hot seat's there for like 8 people. We do it randomly, and this time you guys have been all getting a test of the kite cushion. All right, let's find out who next randomly. David Hart, come on up, Dave. Speaking of blimps, wow, that is a thick one right there. 21 and a half. So Dave, wow, what a fish, man.
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, I mean, tell us about your time here, the area. Are you're local, or did you come from further away? And then, of course, we got to hear about the fish before you leave too.
Yeah, so I'm local. I was all in on fishing my home lake, and I cheated on her yesterday, and she spit it back in my face today. I had a rough last 2 hours. I had 2 fish. I used yesterday's ID. Sorry, Steve Ferry, my teammate. We would have been up there. And I had I'm going to say she was close to 9 pounds, come up, hit a popper. She jumped twice and spit the hook. So it was a rough last 2 hours, but it was a great event. This one came this morning. Obviously found some spawning fish still.
Yeah.
She came on a bluegill chatterbait.
Nice. Which chatterbait were you using? Which one?
Evo Tungsten.
The new Evo Tungsten. So that's awesome. Z-Man, we love Z-Man. They're a sponsor of the Kayak Adventure Series. Has been a sponsor of mine personally for, like a decade or more. So love that new Evo Tungsten. It makes a different sound and it throws so well. So are you ready to find out?
I already know.
All right. You already know, but we got to find out. 88.375. So not taking it over. Yeah, did he weight it?
I didn't.
You didn't weigh it. He was probably close to 6 pounds. So nice.
Smaller than the one I lost, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, smaller than the one he lost, he says. Well, good job, Dave. And again, we'll see the results at the end, and we'll find out how much money you guys are taking home and which trophies and medals. Who's next here? Tyler Bean. Come on up, Tyler. Catching smallmouth. Smallmouth back in the game. Isn't that cool? Within 45 minutes of South Boston, Virginia, you can catch giant largemouth, giant smallmouth. You can do whatever you want. It's awesome. That's why we love this area. We're going to have to come back, right, guys? This place is awesome. Tyler, well done, man. We got some cool shots of you in the river doing it completely different than we just heard Adam talk about. I got you wading. You got your tether belt on, your new canoe. You're getting out. You're wading up some shoals. I mean, I love the fact that at this event, late in the day, in the standings, and even when they got cut off, there were 4 different watersheds or bodies of water, rivers and lakes, all vying for the win. One person makes one more call and they win, and it could have come from any of these different watersheds. So that was pretty cool. But tell us about your day and this fish in particular.
Man, it was a long day. I was covering a ton of water.
Just hold it.
Yeah. Covering a ton of water. I've never fished really for smallmouth. We don't have smallmouth where I live. So I was
Where are you from?
I'm from Southeast Georgia. I live down right on the Florida line. And I decided last week I was going to come up and try and catch some smallmouth in the river. So here we are.
Yeah. And wasn't your goal to catch a 20?
Yes, I actually did. And broke my PB today. I got a 20 and 3/4. So I got my PB smallmouth today.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's impressive, man. Getting here, catching your personal best smallmouth and just crushing it. You are a day one leader. And I guess we're about to find out if you're still leading after this pops up. 94 1/4. So you're taking over the hot seat and you're still leading at this moment over Adam. So nice job. Here's a video. He's out there filming. Thank you, Tyler, for sending that to us. This wasn't even your big one, your biggest. This is 19 something. It was a really cool clip. It's hard. You can't pull them up that current. You'll lose them. So you're doing the right thing. Just take it easy. Boom. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Well said. Congratulations. All right. We have one more? Two more? Two more. Okay. You just got to hang in for two more. Alex Sterling, what a fish. Wow. 20 3/4. 23. Come on, man. That is huge. Look at the eyes on this thing. Wow. You can tell the fins are tattered, some spawning activity. I don't know if they were about to spawn. Looks like she hadn't spawned yet.
No, I think she was post-spawn. That's a high-protein diet.
Okay.
She was out there.
Well,
she was out there.
I know you want to keep staring at that fish and away from the crowd, but let's turn around and talk about it. So, I mean, I do too. I mean, look at that thing. It's giant. So this fish is gigantic, man. What'd you catch it on? Tell us about your day and where you went, because you were in a total different body of water than a lot of others.
Yeah, I picked oh, sorry.
You're good. Hold on, hold this.
Yeah, so I picked Afterbay. That was where I wanted to fish. Practice wasn't that great, but it was willing fish, just throwing top water. So it was fun. I think this fish here was caught day one, right at the almost golden hour. We were just getting to like that 6:20 time frame, and the wind kind of slowed down. And Afterbay has this like long road that goes from right across the launch all the way across, and it has two sides. And I just threw a Yuzuri 3DB spook right over where I assumed that the road was going to be, just based off activity that was going on. There was always life popping off out there. And 3 taps in, I just sat there, and then all of a sudden I turned my boat. And I just heard chaos, because I didn't know it was my chaos yet, but it was just chaos. And when I leaned over and looked, she was on, and then I fought her, got her in, and coincidentally, as I'm lifting the fish in from the net, my wife's calling me. So I'm hopped out adrenaline. She's calling me because I fell out my boat like 2 months ago. So anytime she calls me and I got a shaky voice, she's already high alert. So she was like, "What happened?" I was like, "I think I just got a big bass." so it was dope. And yeah, that area was pretty special. Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. Well, you had an incredible day out there, and you ready to find out if you're going to take the hot seat? Let's do it. 95.5 inches. So yes, you are taking over the hot seat. 95.5. It's impressive. Good job, Tyler. So one left. That's it. One left. Who is going to be the last challenger that might take over here? Let's find out. Elvis Lee, come on up with that beautiful 20 3/4 inch smallmouth. Come on up. Nice job, Elvis. Man, we heard a little bit about, your son's big fish, and somehow you saved some for you. Appreciate that, Ollie, saving some for your dad. You're out there catching smallmouth, but tell us, I think you even caught some other species, right? Tell us about your day and kind of where you went, what you did.
Hold
it. I'll hold this.
We fished the Dan River. Didn't get a chance to pre-fish, so the week leading up to the tournament, I decided I'm just gonna look on Google Images and see if I can find something that I like, and I just click on every bridges that that shows an image on Google Image, and then I'll say, okay, this looks very familiar to what we fish back home, so let's just go check it out. And then yesterday we put in on the farthest west end of the boundary, and we only went down about a mile downriver, and then we worked our way back. And the first hour I was like, I'm just gonna power fish. I'm going to throw big baits. That's why I want to catch them on. And then, I didn't see anything chasing, any of the big baits. All I saw was just, there's bait fish and there's I think they're called red breast panfish or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they were just chasing it. So I was like, okay, all right, well, that's a good sign. There's life around here, and, I was like, okay, an hour's done. I was like, okay, you know what? I hate to do this, but I'm going to take out the flipping rod. Let's go flip some wood. And that started happening. I started catching them. Caught a mixture of largemouth and smallmouth. Nothing too big. I think the big was like a 16.5 or so. And I told my son Oliver, I was like, you know what? Don't worry about it. We're using today as a pre-fish.
Right.
We have 21.5 miles of river to figure it out. And if there's this much fish in this small section already, just imagine what's out there.
Right.
So we took gamma on it, and then we floated, and we end up fishing 16 miles. And then the last 5 miles, we had a motor back, and I had my sister come up from North Carolina to help shuttle us. So thank you, Carrie.
Yeah.
And then,
Wow.
and then, so we just, I knew that with the weather that came through, I knew that these fish they're probably going to be in a different mood.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm a live scope guy, by heart, right? I love fishing offshore. I love being on the lake. But coming to this event, I knew that my son, he doesn't have electronic. He's going to struggle on these, these type of reservoirs.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, you know what? I want him to have a good experience. It's not just about me. It's about him too.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? Let's just go fish the river. And then I want to say thanks to Rick, my Feel Free team member.
Yeah.
Because last night I was like, hey, anyone got a extra empty sonar pot for me? Because I'm putting all the electronics away. I don't need electronics. I'm gonna go, river fishing. I want to, take all the extra weight off and be as light as possible. So he had an extra one. So thank you, Rick. And then so we went no electronic, nothing, just all visual fishing. And then like I said, I knew that the fish are going to kind of change in their mood because of the front that came through. So what we figured out was, okay, if we were in any kind of moving water or any current, that's where all the smallmouth lives.
Right.
Any slack water, that's where we're going to catch the largemouth. So I told Oliver, I'll say, when we come up to anything that's moving, take the bladed jig, throw that. Once we go into slack water, then you can throw your wacky rig if you wanted to. And that's when I started flipping in, and we figured that out. And it's like, that was kind of our deal. So we just run water, look for what we wanted to fish. And then, like I said, the Dam River is similar to what we fish back home. And it's very similar to the upper Mississippi where you guys are coming in a couple months. So, same type of fishing. But yeah, that's how we caught them, bladed jig and a flipping jig.
Awesome. So, well, Dan River is pretty incredible, guys. Yeah. I mean, I think a lot of people overlooked it, but look at this. We got the Stanton River, Stanton. Okay. Stanton. I'll say it that way for you guys. Stanton River. We got Briery Reservoir. We got Dan River. We've got Afterbay. I mean, who's going to take this title? You guys want to find out? Let's do it. Why don't you come on over here, Alex? You guys together, get on either side of me. We got to crown a winner here. So let's find out. So if you guys want, we can actually turn around here and take a look and see if Elvis, you're going to take that title, or is it going to be Alex? 94 3/4 inches. That means this man right here is the champ. Kayak Adventure Series, South Boston Bass-a-thon. $4,000 richer right here, Alex. $4,000 richer. And it's not about the money. It's about the experience. It's about, dude, wow. How's it feel? First thoughts, how's it feel, man?
First KAS event. This feels amazing. Big shout out to Hank. I won.
You had it, did you?
No. Like I said, Hank asked for a teammate. I already knew I was going to do it when you posted it last year. I was like, let's go have fun. That was the motivation. I was definitely thinking about going to Briery Creek with these two. I scouted it. It was perfect, but it was an hour and a half away. Hank kind of dialed me in last night. He said, no, man, go back to Afterbay, kill it. Just go and burn fire. Just take it to waste. And I had it to myself. All my areas I wanted to fish, there was really no fish. I mean, no other anglers around. So it was really fun. Today, I made the right adjustments at the right time. Wind came in heavy. Switched over to a little underspin swim jig and just started taking them out on saddles. Yesterday it was all top water, which was awesome.
Yeah.
But today it was a slow cleanup on top water, and then slowly moved into the spinner little swim jig. And when you guys came, I was just finishing up on Main Lake, and I was just going to see what else I could scurry up, or if I could find anything else that was happening. Everything back there was still just gobbling on bluegill, so it was like just little small guys. I only lost like probably 4 fish. 2 I lost that I really felt, because I remember we talked about 101. And I definitely felt I left 101 in that place. But yeah, almost had it.
Congrats, man. That's incredible.
Real big shout out though. Carolina Basco, CK, thank y'all. Without y'all, man, it's awesome. Man, thank you for bringing this event over here. This was awesome. Can I tell the day one call when I called you? So day one, I'm 4 fish in. I didn't post anything yet, and I'm on my day 2 card, and I put in the day 1 stuff, and I hit Drew up. I like, yo, I probably made a big mistake. I want to know if my fish are denied. And I was like, I put WISC on day 2. He's like, oh no, that's okay. And I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. Then what made my day, put a smile on my face, said, are you catching them? I wanted to tell you everything. I got halfway through it. I was like, I lost the one on the beep beep. It was like connection went bad. He was gone. I was sitting there like, oh man, I was gonna tell him a story. Oh, let me get back to fishing. But no, it was dope, man. I really do enjoy this series. I like what you're doing. I mean, any other tournament, my 4 fish right there are gone. They don't even exist off of my mistake. And that was, I love that about this event, and you as a tournament director for that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you everybody for coming out, and thank you South Boston.
Yeah, thank you guys. That's awesome. Hey, I got to give you this. Got to give you this here, and I think, yeah, got to give you that. You can hold it up real quick for a little photo, probably for that thing right there. So hold it up one time, hold it up high. It's a wide angle.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
so you're good. Yeah.
Got that.
All right, so we got a few other things to wrap up, and then we will. So first of all, you're going to be on the Catch podcast. They're going to be contacting you. So Matt and Brad from the Catch podcast, they always have the winners on, so you're going to be hearing from them, as well as Hank, of course. He wants some quotes from you, but you can have a seat, and then we'll give you one more shout out.
Yo, everybody in Twitch, I did that for you, y'all. Y'all know it. I stream on Twitch. If you guys
streams on Twitch. Oh, cool. Alex Underwater on Twitch. Well, check it out. Hey, and you know what? That story was really cool. You were telling me out there, and the reason we allow that is you had the right identifier code. And we have a rule. The first rule, if you read our rules in the Kayak Adventure Series website, it says common sense rule is the number 1 rule. And that's for us to be able to decide with our own common sense, is there some crazy way you could have had an identifier before ever we got here to give it to you, and somehow figure out the code was WISC and write it on the wrong side? Of course not. Of course not. You caught that fish. You had the right code. Some other people used an identifier that was a KBF identifier or someone, but they had the right code. We obviously prefer you use the correct identifier on the correct day 1 side, not day 2. But obviously you caught the fish that day, and that made common sense. We're not going to deny something like that. So great job, man.
Appreciate you, sir.
All right. Power bonus from Naqua. Elvis Lee, come on up, Elvis. Grab that power bonus from Naqua. Bill's going to give it to you. We're going to pipe in the race. We may have missed that. But you guys all picked which horse was going to win the Kentucky Derby. And if your horse did win, then you're going to get a prize from our sponsors. Bill, you want to come over here and say a couple words real quick? Power bonus. So first of all, what product were you using?
I was using the Naqua 10 milliamp power bank to power my GoPro. Unfortunately, I was only able to get some clips from yesterday because I was having so much issue with the GoPro and the SD card, and it kept running error and it kept shutting off on its own. So I was like, today I want to just focus and trying to win and trying to get my son on some fish. Right. So we took it off, but I'll have some clip for you.
Yeah, too. Yeah, get some. You always get good stuff. So, Bill, thanks again. You want to say anything?
I just want to say really quickly that Elvis was the last person to purchase a Naqua product at this event. And not only does he win the awesome brand new Naqua Backpack Traveler,
I think it's awesome.
Naqua Traveler backpack. Yeah. You also get everything over there on top of the box, which is a 20 amp hour Pro Power kit, some of our top accessories, another power bank as well, quad cable, and just some other swag as well.
Awesome.
Good thing you didn't fly, because that costs a lot to check. So good thing you didn't fly. And $500. That's Bill's telling me. That's $500. So next up, good job, Elvis. Next up is the Omnia Pro contingency. Alex Sterling, Omnia Pro bonus winner. Where's Alex? Right here. He's right there. So we don't need to bring you back up. But yeah, obviously you're right there. So you're going to get, I think it's $200 because it was a 30 to 70 boats. So $200 gift card to Omnia. So you can get some more tackle, some more of those spooks you're talking about. The New Canoe, top New Canoe owner, Tyler Bean, 94 1/4 inches. You're going to be the winner of a gift card to New Canoe. It was probably, it looks like $500 gift card to New Canoe because you were between 2nd and 5th place. Who's the next bonus here? Cross kicks bonus. Adam Coleman, barely see a little glimpse of those cross kicks right there. You won a pair last event, so you're going to be loaded with cross kicks, or wife, whatever. You guys can figure out where to give them. So, and then where will KAS be in 2026? We've already announced a couple events. We've done a Broodstock in Clarksville, Tennessee in September, and then we've also announced the Pulaski, Virginia one in June of 2026. We're not going to really officially announce anymore, but on your identifier code, you guys got some clues of where it looks like we're probably most likely going to be headed, but we can't officially announce them yet. So check out those identifiers from day 1 to day 2, give you some clues. Feel free, you guys created these incredible autism colored kayaks. It's incredible. Look at that. And we're going to give this away. We're giving the 12.5 away at this event. We're going to give the 10 away at Broodstock in Franklin, Pennsylvania in September, our finale event. So, John, where are you at? You going to come up here? Yeah, come on up here. We'll, or you can stay there and do it. You want to stay there or come up? There were 180. 180 tickets were sold. That's amazing, guys. 180 tickets. And we've got them all listed there, a number. So we need, I'm going to get Steve, and where's Steve Becker? You want to come up here? And let's tell us a couple things and then pick the number and we'll give this kayak away. Somebody can take it home today. Unless they're not here, you got to find a friend to take it home. Steve's got a special tie-in with autism, and actually, the hat you're wearing is the reason I chose Autism Anglers as our nonprofit this year, because you worn that last year, the year before, and I don't remember when I saw it. And we always switch our nonprofit every year, and then of course I asked you about it, and so tell us a little bit about it, and let's pick a number between 1 and what? 180. 180. Jake's got something. 1 and 180. But you can go ahead and tell. Oh, you have a random number generator? All right, he's got a random number generator here. But tell us a little bit about it. Yeah, you can tap it. You'll be the tapper. All right.
Yeah, my youngest, Charlie, is autistic, and has anybody cried ever?
Yeah.
At KAS? It's going to happen.
I cry all the time.
Yeah, just a great organization. Everything that Don does. Yeah.
Amazing. It really is. Charlie is special. It's special, and it melts your heart.
Yeah, it's super important to any type of awareness we can raise. Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. Do the rest.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Let's let you pick the number. We all get it, man. It's incredible to see what you do. Charlie and Wally are amazing. They're so proud of you and just everything you've done as well. So you and your family, your wife, everybody. So let's let you give this kayak away. You contributed a lot to this. We appreciate it. A lot of you guys contributed well over $100. So generate. Yeah, just click generate there. 1 to 180, and 180. It hit 180. Right on the dot. Hit right on the dot. That's crazy. 180. So I don't know if this isn't showing up live on the screen, but 180 is what it was. So John, 180. Who's number 180? I believe it's Avery. Avery. Where's Avery? Emily. Oh, no way. Your daughter with autism. Oh, wow. So Emily, I didn't know that. This is the way God works things out. So listen. You choked up when I told you we were doing and feel free. Thank you guys for making those custom boats. That's incredible. You choked up and now we know why. And that's incredible. So that was meant to be, that's how God works sometimes, guys. So, Jake, I don't know if there's any more slides, or is that the last one? So yeah, we'll see you guys next in Springfield, Ohio. So as we leave, you guys in top 10, I need you to come up here. We need to get your photos. Maybe Hank will get an interview because he's here. And then the last thing I want to do is say a quick prayer because I forgot to lead us in prayer at any of the parts of the event. But I want to thank God for an amazing event, for all you special anglers out there, for causes like the Autism Anglers and what we're able to do when we all come together, and for a positive, just positivity with each other and enjoying God's creation. So I'm going to say a quick prayer. Heavenly Father, thank you so much for an amazing event, amazing people, amazing world and just creation that you made. I get blown away every time I'm out there seeing all the incredible stuff. It's just proof that you are there and you care about us. And meeting people like this, the most incredible people, I really do feel like fish out of these little plastic boats for whatever reason. And so we just thank you for leading us around the country and developing cool bonds and friendships with one another like we've done here in South Boston, and help us continue this to the rest of the country and the rest of the year. And in Jesus' name, I pray, amen. Thank you guys so much for an incredible event. Thank you guys online for watching. I guess let's go have some fun and celebrate the Derby over at Factory Street Brewing Company. If you did not get if you didn't get your ticket, where are they at? If you want to come over to the after party with us, there's a free ticket to get into the Factory Street Brewing Company Derby party. So, and if your horse did win, I don't even know who won. They just ran probably, but it's probably on. We can put it on the screen if you guys want. But here's the payouts, the top 10. Alex Sterling, Elvis Lee, Tyler Bean, Adam Coleman, Nate Hall in 5th, Will Lambert in 6th, Garrett Chavis in 7th, and Dave Hart was in 8th. And that is the money you guys earned at this event. We pay out a little bit more than, we went up on the payouts a little bit. So you guys were awesome. So thank you guys for coming, and let's go celebrate. Come on down and grab your medallions and trophies. Let's see.